Welcome, welcome. I'm really excited that you're here. This is going to be a special episode of the Finding or Feeling Peace. It's number 44, though, whatever we call it. Come on in. We're feeling peace together now. And I'm going to quote from this guy, Berkeley. He lived a few hundred years ago. He said, "We have first raised a dust and then complain we cannot see." Now, those old philosophers like to raise a lot of dust, and they seem to complicate things. But this is pretty simple in one sentence. We have first raised a dust and then complain we cannot see. I'm going to tell you a story about this gal I know. We'll call her Eddie. Eddie grew up in a church where women could not serve as leaders in the congregation, and that homosexuality was a sin. And she and several of her friends ended up at a church university where they held those beliefs. Women cannot be pastors, and homosexuality is a sin. Kicking up a lot of dust as far as Eddie was concerned, because Eddie saw, hey, I'm a woman, and I seem to be able to connect with people. And it was interesting because some of the people that she connected with were folks that discovered or realized or admitted first to her that they were gay. So we've got a gal who's told she's not fit to be a leader in the church, and the folks that truly are at a crossroads in their life are coming to her and saying, hey, this is a secret I have held, and I trust you with this secret. Eddie graduated from the college, and a couple of years went by, and Eddie allowed some of the dust of her upbringing to settle. Around her, folks had kicked up this dust and said, oh, being a woman pastor, not possible. And kicking up dust and saying, those people are bad. She let the dust settle. And as she did, she gained some clarity. Clarity that allowed her to see that there were other ways for her to become ordained as a pastor, a minister, and to serve the people that other folks had kicked dust up upon. She allowed the dust to settle. She approached becoming a pastor in a very direct and concerted way. And now she is. So what does this mean for us? Well, Eddie started out from a place of possibility, knowing where she truly was and allowing the dust that had been kicked up to settle. And I find with the folks that I collaborate with using the core transformation and the wholeness work processes, I notice too that folks have kicked up a lot of dust in their living. And when they allow this dust to settle, you see the beautiful being that you are, and that the dust is all imagination of parts of us. And when we allow this dust to settle, clarity, like when the clouds uh, dissolve in the sky and the sun comes, just like that, clarity is there. So these folks who are only seeing dust that they have kicked up, allow it to settle, and clarity is already there. It's not like they've gained anything, gotten it, or had to do anything special to receive this clarity. No, clarity is always available when we allow the dust to settle. Whenever I hear the word but, I see dust, because the folks that I collaborate with say but a lot. They say, but this happened in the past, but I have never done this before, but this, but that, and all this dust comes up. And we allow the dust to settle, and all those buts disappear in the beauty of who they are. And you may start right now with what we call the simultaneous peace, where we pause for a moment and just notice the peace that is in, around, and throughout all. It's got nowhere to go. It's got no time that it's got to be concerned about. This peace is available when we allow the dust to settle. So, allow your dust to settle now and feel this peace. And as you go through this day, allow this peace to radiate through and transform your choices, behaviors, thoughts, sensations. Just allow this peace to shine through any dust, any butts that you kick up. And allow the beautiful being that you are to shine today. I hope this serves you, and I will talk with you tomorrow.